How's it going, everyone? So, in a previous video, I said I was gonna stop playing tf2, and I was going to make a video explaining why. So, tf2, don't get me wrong, from the beginning I was interested in. I can't remember how I discovered it, but I wanted to play, and my PC just couldn't run it. It was because it was outdated and was laggy and slow. This was the time before I had this PC. So usually I just watch SFMs and all that. It's like, man, I wish I could play, and it looks good and all that. And then as I started playing more, especially when I got my PC, like sometimes I would try to play on my laptop. But thanks to my PC, I was able to snipe better. But anyway, moving on. I slowly began to dislike TF2. Like, I was enjoying it at first, but then this is like, I've only had like maybe 866. I was close. 862 hours, and every time I joined a game, there was a hacker and all that. Not to mention, everyone was so toxic. Like, TF2 has to have the most toxic community out there. And I put up with this crap for a long time. Just, everyone harasses you. It's not fun. And, like, after a while, you just start to get sick of it. Like, it slowly went downhill for me. I would used to have fun and all that, but then just the fun died out. Everyone was just sucking out the fun for me. I mean, after like 862 hours of gameplay of people calling you autistic just because you assume someone's hacking when they're showing signs of it. Not to mention when you play for 862 hours and most of your experience is running into a hacker, and then you end up unsure what the difference is. It's not being autistic, it's just, first of all, it's hard to tell, and usually I'm right when I call him a hacker. You would know that if you saw my other video. So as time went on, I just got sick of it, and it was just getting less and less fun. And I'm pretty sure you're wondering if I'm sick of it, then why am I still playing? Why would I just uninstall it? Well, I love SFM. And I need tf2 to run it, so. And I would have stopped playing, but I just keep being drawn back, and I just want to snipe on 2-4. But whenever I do, some crap always happens. It's like as if I had it coming. It's like, you should have stopped, but look at this. And then I have some crap to put up with, like a hacker. It's like spawn camping my team, and there's always some annoying players. I just can't stand it. So I'm pretty much done with TF2. I'm not going to do anything else with it. I'll probably do some other stuff, play some other games. But for now, I don't know. I actually have a lot of clips piling up in my hard drive. And for all I know, if this keeps up, I'm going to get like 2 terabytes are going to get full. So I plan on making a special video with that. Just like digging through the videos, finding what's good, finding what's bad, and just making a video out of it. Not to mention, I have another video that I've been working on that's been postponed for a while now. And like also, I've been lazy. I'm not gonna lie. It's like I stopped working on it and just been occupied with other stuff. And I left it postponed for too long, and I've been working on it more. But anyway, after that, I had a video I've been wanting to do, but I never got around to it. So I think what I'm gonna do is maybe make 2 more videos after that, because I want to do a special one and do the one I wanted to do but never could have, because I just never did it because I'm always working on other videos or just keeping myself occupied, or I'm too lazy. But after that, I think I'll just move on. Maybe I'll make some Halo 5 stuff, maybe a new playthrough, and so on. What am I gonna do? I don't know. Especially since Medic is my mascot. Like, it's Uber Gaming. It's all because of TF2, and now it's just like I'm abandoning it. I'm leaving it. I'm done with the game. But I don't know. I don't think I'll change the. I don't think I'll change the medic thing. I don't think I'll change the name. Because I've already had several videos calling myself the Uber Gamer, and I can't change that. And plus, I just like the name, and not to mention I'm not good with names, so I prefer to just stick with what I got. Maybe I'll start doing some Battlefront, but I think I'll just make my games mostly single player because I am not a fan of multiplayer. And TF2 fueled that. It just fueled my hatred for multiplayer, and I just can't stand it. The hackers, the cheaters, the toxic people, the bullies. I've put up with like online jerks like that almost all the time, even when I was little. Well, not like little. This is like a few years back when I was younger. Maybe little was not the right word to use, but once, because on my Xbox 360, I was playing Call of Duty online, doing let's see, it was called One in the Chamber. This was Black Ops 2, I think. And since I had the Kinect, everyone was able to hear the game. And since everyone apparently had more experience than me, because people don't have a life, so they play Call of Duty like non-stop for hours and hours on end. So they heard, and they were just going like, "Wow, really?" and laughing at me. It was like, "You suck, you're shit, blah blah blah." And that was when the seed was planted for, well, just pretty much my hatred for multiplayer, and I just never liked it. The respawn times, the experience, and just how unfun it is if you play someone who's better than you. It's just not fun, especially someone who grew up with single player games, and you feel like you're good, but when you have your first multiplayer game, you realize how bad you are. And I was really young when I found this out, because I had Modern Warfare 1, and it was on the Wii, and this is like, I'm good, I'm gonna beat everybody. I've been playing Call of Duty on easy, and I always assumed everyone was cheating right away. Every time I die, I was like, hey, I'm young, and that's what happens. Like, I was very young, naive, but I grew to the conclusion that everyone's better. Like, I mean, I could improve. I did improve on TF2. I'm a decent sniper now. However, there's just nothing keeping me on TF2. It's just too toxic, and it's annoying, and doing this, and literally it's like the same thing over and over. Either join a game, someone has aimbot. Join the game, someone's very toxic because you are pretty sure that someone's a hacker. And it just, or you have a bad team, or it's annoying, like just a bad team. Friendlies, I mean, I don't mind friendlies, but I grew not to like them either. Now I think I just despise them altogether, because the guy who really pisses me off was friendly not that long ago. But yeah, and honestly, like a miracle happened. There's actually a game that I like. Believe it or not, it's Halo 5. I'm not sure it's because it was different than TF2. So it was kind of like a breath of fresh air for me, because like there was no crits, no stupid weapons with garbage stats that make things more difficult than they should be when facing somebody, or things that give easy kills. Halo 5 is just no people who starts with rocket launchers. Everyone has the same weapon, and either you find the power weapon, you find the rocket launcher or the sniper rifle, or you don't, and someone else uses it. And sure, the rocket launcher gives easy kills to the enemy team. However, but the main thing is, whenever I die, I know it's because they outplayed me. Unlike TF2, whenever I die, it can either be because they're hacking or they're good. And usually it's hard to tell because how they play. Like, they can snap onto you, and it's just like, is that an aimbot, or are they just that good? And usually, because you have so much experience with hackers, usually you would just assume that they're cheating. Because there's so many hackers on tf2, it's stupid. Like, now it's a regular thing, and that should not be a thing with a game. And Valve does nothing about it. Instead, they literally just fuel the fire. Like, there's like only a few weapons that can counter. I lost my trail of thought there. Can counter a hacker. Like with a sniper, there was the danger shield, but that changed, and now it protects against pyros, and that was like the best thing to actually stand chance with a hacker. Like usually not. Like it gives you a chance, but either it's like get the headshot or it is like body shot you. Like the body shot thing, I'm pretty sure that's what they do, but it gives you a chance, especially when you have a medic. And then there's the vaccinator. Now, if I remember correctly, someone once said that the vaccinator's buffs have been nerfed. So the bullet, so probably some hacker complained about this, like, oh, I'm getting killed too easily. It should not be like that. And so they probably been complaining maybe to Valve. I don't know. And now that's no longer a thing. Now it's nerfed. So basically anything that counts as a hacker has been removed. So I don't know what Valve's deal is. They're not doing anything about it. They're just adding fuel to the fire. And tf2 is just not very fun for me. It's just, if it weren't for all the toxic people and all the hackers, I probably wouldn't be in this situation. I mean, I'm pretty sure everyone would just say, "Yeah, that's tf2. It's just deal with it or ignore them." I mean, I just don't take this bullcrap lightly, so usually I do end up saying something to defend myself and counter these insults. Because when you're me, insults I just don't take too lightly, because I've been pretty much bullied through my childhood. So I'm not autistic, it's just I am sensitive to it. Because when you're bullied by every single teacher, every single student, you get sensitive to it. It's not your forte, and you just don't like it. Though, yeah, I can be immature about it. It's like, that's not an excuse. I mean, the past is the past. It's just people like that just frustrate me, so I just say stuff and I add fuel to the fire because I'm just sick of this bullcrap. And it just has to stop. But tf2 is pretty much long gone. It's just, there's no way it can be redeemed, because Valve doesn't do anything to prevent hackers. I'm pretty sure there isn't anything they can do, but tf2 is here to stay, and so are the hackers. So they're like, and what doesn't help is these idiots are making programs to hack in tf2, especially the creator of LMAO Box, just made to piss people off. Like, I once saw a video about hackers saying this is like, it was once meant, it was fun at first just to mess around, but now it's out of hand, and people are making like this, I forgot the name of it, and I was like, it's cat something, there's LMAO Box and a few others that I've heard of recently, and now it's just everywhere and it's destroying tf2. It's probably why people stop playing tf2, because they're sick of it. If almost every game I join in any multiplayer game, and there's someone who's cheating because either they want to mess around or have skill and want to appear skilled, it's just not fun. And I miss the age when there was actually single player games. Now every game that is released is multiplayer based, and being me, who enjoys single player games because I've been pretty much playing through my life, and I like story, I like purpose, instead of just playing objectives. And every single game that's coming out is the same thing. Call of Duty, I'm guessing the developers are just focusing on multiplayer now, because apparently the campaigns recently have been bad and just not even trying anymore. So that's my beef with multiplayer games. I'm disappointed with the gaming industry lately. There's nothing fresh. Every game has been bad, and every game has been multiplayer based. I mean, now, like, I liked Fallout 4. I found it fun. Although I stopped playing because every single weapon I have is weak, and I can never find anything stronger, so I get demolished by super mutants. And now there's a Fallout game that's multiplayer. Let's see, how is that gonna work? A game when you're in the wasteland, a game where you need certain objects to survive. You need weapons to survive. Even garbage is something necessary to survive because you use the materials to craft stuff. And now it's just multiplayer, and now everyone will be out to get you. And I just don't like the ideas. It's like, imagine you find a weapon, like you find a fat man and several mini nukes. Like, what luck! You found this abandoned military bunker or something. There's maybe 2 mini nukes and a fat man, and it has rare stats like extra damage or something. And then someone comes along and takes it, like someone who's a higher level because they've been playing the game like non-stop and like at a ridiculous high level with the most ridiculous crap that's unfair, and steal it from you. However, I did find out later on that apparently they said that that's not a feature and everyone works together. So I was okay with that. I was like, okay, that's an exception. There's no fear of having people steal your stuff. However, we all know that there's gonna be something. Like, maybe someone, like, people can just be selfish. They'll find a way. Either, like, someone will hog the good weapons, someone will prevent you from getting the good stuff. Because people just, for some reason, love making life difficult. I played Sea of Thieves. I actually have videos of that, and I haven't uploaded yet. I don't know why. But anyway. And I don't really have any friends who play the game, so I just play on my own. And I once found a shipwreck, and I'm underwater, and it's like, wow, rare chest, rare skull, I'm gonna get a lot of money. And when I came up to the surface with the skull, and I was about to go back to put on my ship and go get the chest, there was a huge galleon. People were already looting my ship, taking the skull I put in. I made a mistake. I remember I was actually going down for the chest after getting the skull. It was taken. I was murdered. And just, wow. And the best example of sabotage in multiplayer is I did try this, like, you know what, I'll try again, like, having an open party, just playing with random people. And there was always a guy, and there was, like, the first experience was a guy who was just like, oh, I got gold, I got everything I need, I got max level, I don't need it. It was like, well, maybe everyone else in his crew wants it, but that didn't matter to him, because what he did was he threw all of our treasure off the boat. And we eventually put him in the brig, and he just sat there drinking grog. And then there was 2 guys one time. We found these red chests and treasures on the beach. It was like a huge amount of money there. But these 2 guys who were apparently friends just threw everything off, and so we wouldn't lose everything, we all end up me and this other guy had to hang on to it, which is, I'm pretty sure they knew. So they're just throwing everything in the water. And what's not fair is that you need everyone to vote this one person, so I couldn't vote him out, and we couldn't put him in the brig. So yeah, real smart multiplayer, real smart settings. I mean, when you can't even kick out more than one guy who's being unfriendly with everybody. So pretty much anyone could be a douche in a multiplayer game, and that's why I just don't like it. Because there's always someone sucking the fun out of the gameplay, just out of the experience. I've only played, like, I haven't been playing, like, Sea of Thieves for that long. Like, yeah, I did play it, but it's, like, maybe for about maybe a few weeks. I played it here and there, mostly by myself, and when I try out with an open crew, because I was alone, which is why there was an open crew, in case you were alone, I get a griefer. The first thing I get is a griefer. Thanks for making my Sea of Thieves experience more enjoyable. So things like that is why I don't enjoy it. And TF2 is like literally like thriving off everything I hate about multiplayer games. It's just everywhere now. Almost everyone's a hacker. Everyone's toxic. It's always the "you're autistic" insults. And I can't stand anymore. I guess maybe I'm just unlucky with multiplayer games. I don't know. I really don't. I really don't care. So, if you ask me, TF2 died a long time ago. It is dead. And the hackers helped. Like, they were the LMAO box was the death of TF2. I think that's why so many people stopped playing it. Sure, it's because the game's not getting a lot of updates. People are sick of the same old thing. But let's face it, I'm pretty sure half of the people on Steam, on the list on Steam of players leaving and all that, or something like that. All the people who are leaving, I'm pretty sure it's because they're sick of the hackers. And there's like, shouldn't Valve does this thing when I found out too that Valve removed on their servers mods like display things or different models. They just don't support it. I mean, sure, no one will want a nude female scout or big butt female pyro run around, but still, yes, the female scout exists. I'm pretty sure some of you know that. I can't even remember how I found that. But, I mean, sure, there's some cool mods, too. And there's Freak Fortress. I don't know why I'm mentioning that, but that is a fun thing in TF2. However, SFM took a lot of my memory, and all that custom stuff will kill my computer. And I think that's what kills my computer in the first place on my laptop, but let's face it, it's old. But if Valve can prevent mods, then why can't they make something in the game so people can't use LMAO box? Like, make something to counter it. I'm pretty sure the creators of the hacker programs will just find a loophole, but at least we'll know that they care. Not just making it easier for them by taking away all the hacker-proof weapons we got and changing their stats so there's nothing we can do about them. Nerfing the Vaccinator and getting rid of the bullet resistance on the Darwin's Danger Shield. Now there's nothing we can do about them. They could easily kill you when they have the Uber effect of the Vaccinator. Like people hate the Vaccinator, but that, like, being like hacker repellent is like the redeemable thing it has, and it's no good because people, like, hackers could just shoot right through it. Like, they somehow can still kill you even under the effects. And I have video proof. It was like the first TF2 video I saw, and they have like bots following them around. So they have magmas, and they're just getting double kills over and over. Just shooting right through the effects. Like, they both shoot you, and it doesn't matter if you're under the effect. So, like, I'm not saying they're gonna make like a weapon that's completely hacker-proof. Like, equip this if there's an LMAO box. Even if they did, like, everyone will be wearing it just to avoid death, and then LMAO box won't be the issue anymore. So, it's like a hero being corrupted, and then he becomes the villain, and yeah. So it's like, either way, we can't. I just can't win because hackers are everywhere. I'm apparently autistic, and the game just lost its charm. TF2 is definitely dead unless the hacker issue is put under control. But even then, TF2 cannot be redeemed. At least not for me, because, like I said, everyone's toxic. Everyone is just cool. They take the fun out of the game. Especially like when they switch teams and kick you. I had that experience, but I didn't record the bull crap. It's probably what this channel is just mostly about. Just me recording moments with cheaters. That's how it all started, actually. That's pretty much what all my TF2 content is watching toxic people and aimbots. That's all I've done. Like, I never really did any actual gameplay. Like, my channel's a medic, and all you see, like he's my mascot, and yet all you see me do is just sniper. I'm a sniper main, and yet medic is my mascot on my channel. So I don't know what else to say. But I will be digging through the videos. I'll try to get this TF2 video I've had in the works finished eventually. I'm trying. This is so much to do. Though I don't think anyone will like it anyway, because let's face it, my channel's dead, and I doubt anyone is still watching to this point in time. I'm pretty sure everyone's already sick of my multiplayer ranting crap. So, anyway, I guess I'm just gonna wrap this up. TF2 is dead. Gaming is pretty much dead. Because what we thought was gonna be an improvement over the old Battlefront game, Battlefront 2 comes out and it's a huge flop. Everything is based off money now, so it's like you pay for the game and then you need to pay for transactions, so it's just the money wasting doesn't stop, and it's unbalanced. They kind of fixed that Battlefront 2, and I'm glad Palpatine's gone because he's OP. But now all games are built on transactions. Everyone's disappointed with games, and most games aren't even single player anymore. It's all multiplayer, and I blame Call of Duty. The popularity of the multiplayer, I think because of YouTubers, and this is like the popularity for multiplayer games grew, and then companies are like, wow, multiplayer is really growing. Everyone likes the Call of Duty multiplayer, so why not we make games based off it? And now it's just people are just making multiplayer games. Fortnite, the trailer showed it to be a story-based game that you could play with your friends, or maybe alone with AIs. But I'm pretty sure it's because it's still in development. I'm not sure because it keeps saying it's like in beta and all that, getting updates. But when it's out for people to play, it's a battle royale. However, there is another mode that you can choose. That's something, but I think that might be it. But I really have my doubts. So that, like, Fortnite's a prime example. It's shown to be a story-driven based game, but it turned out to be a Hunger Games thing. Like, it just turned to a battle royale. It's like, what happened to the trailer? What about all those monster zombie things you fight and protecting people and building barriers and etc. Now we instead we get a battle royale? What happened? Was the trailer a lie, like the Battlefront 2 trailer for its campaign that had like a huge twist? When I can't even remember her name anymore. I can't believe I forgot her name. Was supposed to be in the First Order, but instead changed. Like actually, spoiler. In the trailer, you see her in the First Order talking about like avenging the Emperor and all that. Next thing you know, they change sides and they're in the rebellion, and then later on they fight the First Order. So it made me question what happened to the trailer. Being in the First Order, whatever happened to that? And it's like now it's just like they're baiting you into playing multiplayer. It's the apocalypse. Next thing you know, it's gonna be the gaming apocalypse that Nintendo saved us from, because of the E.T. game. The game was dead until Nintendo saved us and brought gaming back, and now gaming is falling again because of what the company wants, and they're lying and doing things like the opposite of what people want. Giving us transactions, and even in Halo 5 with the transactions, like the items from the cards for playing that. Wow, I haven't played Halo 5 in a while and I forgot what that mode was. But just for vehicles and weapons, and in the trailer they straight up said like, well, won't that be unfair? And just saying, shut up, you whiner, and straight up saying like, yeah, you're screwed. It's just like either you pay for more packs and get more weapons, and so you can play this mode and have stuff. Now it's just, I don't know. Gaming disappointed me. I'm really disappointed. I haven't seen, like, I rarely see multiplayer games coming out, but maybe times are changing. Because Halo, I almost said Halo. Because Kingdom Hearts, Kingdom Hearts 3 is coming out next year. A single player game. A game that's story driven. A very good game. I've played that game for Kingdom Hearts for like a long time, and I love the game. Great story. Honestly, I think it's movie potential, and I don't know why Disney isn't taking advantage of the popularity, and including making Kingdom Hearts merchandise. But I don't know. They're just wasting an opportunity. Probably because they're already making enough money. It's like, nah, we don't have to. But anyway, it's coming out next year, and it's just, thank God, finally a multiplayer game. But I've been worried about that too. It's just like, is it going to be like, is it going to be like the other failures of games? Like, is that not going to be bad? It's going to have some, like, something that makes it flawed. Is it going to have, like, bugs? Who knows? Or the story is going to be lazily made. But seeing how long it's taking, and knowing Kingdom Hearts, I'm pretty sure it's going to be fine, but I just hope it isn't rushed and it's going to be added to the bad games list. Although there is God of War on PS4, so I guess that was refreshing to see. Although I don't have a PS4, but I saw videos of it, and the story was pretty interesting. It was just, I liked it. The action was good. The voice acting for the one villain, I forgot his name. Starts with a B, Balder or something like that. I think it was Balder. The voice acting for him was so well done. I was like, okay, it's nice to see something that isn't multiplayer. Single player is as popular, and it's not bad. It's actually did well. So there was hope, but so far every game is multiplayer based and multiplayer focused. Like the new Call of Duty, it's advertising zombies, and this might as well be just a zombie edition game. I don't know. But anyway, I'm just ranting on and on, even though I said I was gonna wrap it up. So if you managed to sit through this whole thing, hearing me rant and talking about how I hate TF2, then thanks for sticking around. Otherwise, I mean, I'm not surprised if no one made it this far. I'm surprised. I wouldn't be surprised if someone didn't make it through the first minute. They say like I hate TF2, and it's just like, I'm done. But I wouldn't be surprised if someone after watching this or just listen to the first few minutes like, how could you? How could you hate TF2? It's the best multiplayer game out there. But hey, I was a fan too. I even enjoy the comics. But the comics is way better than the actual game. But anyway, TF2 died for me. It lost its charm, and I think I'll just stick with comics and SFM. Other than that, you're just not gonna see anything else from me. Like, I'm just like nothing from me for TF2. My videos are done. Once I make my just go through all my clips, make videos, get those up, then make the last 2 videos, make the final one, and that's it. I'm done. I will never be playing this, and I'll have to find a replacement. Probably gonna be Halo 5. Maybe. But I'm definitely gonna try and find some single player games. And just finding something that's not multiplayer based. Because I can't take multiplayer games anymore. So, thank you for sitting and listening if you made it this far. And this time, I'm really gonna stop. So, hope you enjoyed. I'm pretty sure anyone who made it, like this guy 1 minute in, is just already posted comments saying, how could you hate TF2?
you're just bad at the game. You need to get better. Or you can't just go around just assuming it was a hacker. Or not everyone's a hacker. Blah 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 blah. TF2 is just this that. Well,
zippity frickin' do that for you if you enjoy it.
But don't talk to people if they talk smack to you. You don't have to. Everything.
Oh, I don't care. TF2 just did that to me. I'll probably just disable the comment section. I probably will if anyone does post crap comments. Anyway, hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you all in the next video. Farewell.